Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble video, I'm going to show you how to take down Onyxia using Arthas, the latest leader in the game. Arthas is a pretty strong leader against Onyxia. I've already seen a lot of different Arthas comps that have killed Onyxia, and I think this one is probably my favorite. At least this is my favorite of the ones that are using Rime Skeletons. Skeleton Party with Ritual of Rime talent is a classic defense against Onyxia. You get a bunch of those set up around your base, and then all the Earth Elementals that are going to spawn in phase 2 and phase 3, they're just going to get evaporated by the skeletons, so you don't have to worry about defending your base, and you can focus on attacking. The other parts of this comp, I have Arthas with the Purgatory talent. That's a very, very useful talent for this specific encounter. Keeps Arthas alive 5 seconds longer, keeps Onyxia frosted a little bit longer, allows Arthas to deal a little bit more damage to Onyxia. My Arthas here is level 27. If you have a very high level Arthas, then you can just send Arthas in, and Arthas can pretty much DPS Onyxia down, but 27 isn't quite enough to do that, although it does deal a bunch of damage already. But I also want to have some other DPS. So what else do I have? I have Defiance Bandits with Picklock talent, another classic for Onyxia, just opening those chests, getting all that gold, just getting all the income that you need to be able to afford that. Skeleton Party defenses all over the place. And then for this one I have opted to go with Overwhelming Firepower. I have Pyromancer with Pyroblast, I have Plague Farm with Splashing Pumpkins, I have Witch Doctor with Spirit Ward, and I have Darkspear Troll with Headhunting. So what is all of this about? So I have 3 minis here that are capable of taking out the whelps on the sides. Although, in order to really be able to take them out, Pyromancer needs to be level 28. That's when Pyromancer starts to one-shot the whelps. 27 really struggles with them a little bit. So 28, that also then opens up the Pyroblast route, because then Pyroblast, I can use that to handle gargoyles and the Earth Elementals more effectively. Then there's the Headhunting Troll, and Headhunting talent is not one of my favorite troll talents overall, but for this one it is very, very good, because Headhunting Troll against the whelps means that it's going to stack really quickly, and then that troll is going to take care of the whelps very, very fast. So that's why that talent. And then Witch Doctor with Spirit Ward, because whelps are going to get some shots in the Witch Doctor, but with Spirit Ward, Witch Doctor is mostly going to be shielded, so it's not going to take any damage from the whelps. And then I have Plague Farm with Splashing Pumpkins. Excellent damage there. The Splashing Pumpkins nowadays, after the increase in the splash radius, means that that is just going to evaporate Necromancers. And that's also part of what makes Pyromancer with Pyroblast better option, because usually you needed to have Pyromancer with Conflagrate, so that the explosion would also hit the Necromancers in the back. But now I already have Plague Farmer to do that, so I can get that little bit of extra damage against gargoyles, against Earth Elementals from the first hit, so I can use the Pyroblast talent. The overall idea, I set up the defenses with the Ritual of Rime, I go try to get as many chests as possible with the bandits. I want to send in Arthas. I want to send Arthas from both sides, because when there are attacks from both sides, Onyxia will alternate which side she is going to hit, and that means that the Arthas is just going to survive that much longer. And behind those Arthases, then I have my DPS army going in. Trying to get, well, first trying to delay phase 2 until I have a little bit of defenses up. So this can get to phase 2 really, really quickly. There's a lot of firepower. But then you will run into some problems with your income eventually. So first I want my defenses up. Then for phase 3, I want to delay that until closer to overtime, so that I will be able to just get a lot of minis out there. If I go to phase 3 too early, then typically what happens is that those warders are just going to be too much for me. And with this comp, I'm actually going to kill the warders. I'm going to get Arthas from both sides to attack Onyxia, get some of these minis coming in behind Arthas, and boom, that's going to be that. So overall, a pretty fun comp. There are lots of variations that people have used in order to kill Onyxia with Arthas. Some have used Priestess for healing, some have used Drake, for example. Also Drake with the Mother Drake talent, so that it can lay some eggs. I've seen Fairy Dragons sometimes used to give a resistant to Arthas to make it last a little bit longer. I didn't like the Fairy Dragon a whole lot. So there's numerous variants that you could use, but I just enjoyed this firepower approach, no healing, the best out of all of these Ritual of Rime defense using builds. And this is what it all looks like in action. So here we go, Onyxia with Arthas. Pretty standard opener, trying to get the first chest with my bandits if I can. Then I'm adding a little bit of firepower. With Onyxia always, opener is going to be crucial. You probably have to play around a little bit, seeing what sort of minis you can play and what will that have the opponent play. Here it was important for me to play some stuff and not wait for my gold to just accrue, so that I get the kind of response that I want from Onyxia. And those spiderlings did come from a couple of different directions, but where the spiderlings are coming from, I'm sending the Pyromancer with Pyroblast, so that it can one-shot the first spiderlings. As you can see here, one spiderling survived a little bit, so it was able to hit Pyromancer, but if all three were coming in, if it was Conflagrate, then they would actually kill the Pyromancer. So, but of course, all of the things depend so much also on your levels. And Arthas with the firepower team, I should have already taken the chest. I was a little bit slow here. A little bit slow doesn't really matter too much because, as I said, this build has a lot of firepower. Obviously, if your levels are lower, then you need to be more optimal. You don't have that excess firepower necessarily, and then you may need to be a little bit faster so that you will get everything done. But with these levels that I'm doing it here, then damage will not be an issue. I'm actually actively trying not to push this phase now too early. I would want to get a few skeleton parties out there around my main base, then some around or below these towers. They will be pushed back when there's going to be a phase change, and some of them may survive. And then we can work it on from there. And there's more eggs. I have lots of answers to eggs. I really do enjoy that headhunting troll a lot in this one. It's such a hilarious unit. Other than this, it's one of the troll talents that it's actually a troll talent that I use the least overall, but for this one I do enjoy it a lot. Alright, trying to keep the defenses up. I have a pretty good set of skeleton parties. I could get another 3, so 2 after this, and then I would have pretty much all of the defenses possible. You don't have to have everything fully ready, but it's useful. And Onyxia does gain more income with each phase, so the longer you keep Onyxia in phase 1, the less income she's also going to have. Now I'm probably going to push the phase, by the way, am I not? I think this will result, yes, it did result in a phase. And that Arthas, no, Arthas died. I mean, it's alive in purgatory, but it doesn't have a target, so it's dying in 5 seconds. But anyway, one more skeleton party over there and boom. Alright, all the skeleton parties are in place. So defenses are ready. And then let's just go. And here the Pyromancer with the Pyroblast. See that damage to the Earth Elemental. That's pretty amazing. So very, very good looking retake on the towers. I do need to find some units that will be able to take the whelp eggs down. Eggs are going to pop automatically after 30 seconds since they spawn. They also spawn on a timer, so they come at the exact same times every single attempt you make. And here we go. Alright, so far so good. Trying to hold that tower. Oh, that tower is going to go down. That is not going well right now. Maybe, just maybe, we're able to retake. That's okay, that's fine. Alright, we're good. 1 minute 51 remaining, so I would ideally still want to stall a little bit. Look at that headhunter troll. It's hilarious. Such a fun unit, but it kind of needs that ramp up period. There needs to be some squad minis, some small minis that it can kill, and then it becomes an absolute beast. But of course, if you're in a map where there's big minis, then it just doesn't work. Alright, 120. Maybe I could start pushing. I'm considering it. At least slowly. Because if you push too early, you're at a risk. If you push too late, you will end up in a draw. So, yeah, timings, and all the timings will heavily depend on your level. So you will have to experiment with that yourself to see what is going to be the ideal timing for whatever level package you happen to have. Right, here we go. We have extraordinary defenses. 37 seconds before overtime. That should be acceptable. I didn't do this perfectly. I could have had Arthas already on its way when the phase change comes. And the lower your levels, the more important it will be that you already have an Arthas coming up, so that it's already there, and then you also have saved gold, so you get like double gold for the phase change. But hopefully this is enough. Arthas is in some good plague farming. We managed to get the first water down. That's excellent. One water down. Another water is still up here on the right side. We're also getting tower up on the left, which is spectacular. I will be able to start sending Arthases from that tower as soon as I'm able to get the other tower. So I can make a big push coming from here, and that push is going to be the first army that's coming from here. The other army can be sent from once the tower is ready, and then I can also start getting into position to send army from the left side. All right, and now we're pushing from both sides. This is what we want. Try to handle the eggs, handle the chests, push from both sides. Very, very important. Get another Arthas on the left, yes, good. Then cycle, 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 and get another Arthas on the right. Arthas on the right, Arthas on the right. I need an Arthas on the right. Come on, Arthas on the right, please. Hurry up, hurry up. Alright, there's an Arthas on the right. Right, splendid. Then quick cycle and get another Arthas to the left side. I need a little bit more power on the left side. Left side is a little bit weak right now. Oh dear, the Earth Elementals. Now they are putting me in a little bit of imbalance right now. I probably need a Plague Farmer on the right. Well, maybe on the left is fine. I thought I would have needed it on the right. Either way, now we're a little bit stuck. There's a bunch of enemies coming, but we managed to get the Plague Farmer in, and boom. That was Onyxia with Arthas with overwhelming firepower. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.